Hey filmmaker, Chung Dha here. In this video I'm filming myself with an anamorphic lens, the Senkor 16C on top of a Porsche Color Reflex 55mm f1.2 that is also mounted on top of a speed booster on my Panasonic G6. The reason filming with an anamorphic lens is of course to get the nice cinematic look and the cinematic lens flare. However, even though it's quite nice to have these kinds of lens flare and also the look of it, it's quite an expensive thing to do. Right now, if you are looking at most of the anamorphic lenses, you'll be looking at prices around $300 for most of the projector lenses that can be mounted in front of a normal lens. However, the difficulty using an anamorphic lens is that with an anamorphic projector lens on top of a standard lens, you have to focus on both of the lenses. So it's easy to also add or use this. This is a focus mark, so you can hold it up, or your talent can hold it up, and you can easily see if it's in focus or not. But also you want to use a measuring device or a measuring tape to actually measure the distance between the camera and your subject. So you can see on the lens itself the distance and then turn the distance on the lens to the right distance. And most of the lenses uses the measurements of feet on the anamorphic lenses, so you need to have a measuring tape with the American feet and inches to make it easier, because if you're using a centimeter it's kind of hard. You have to use a calculator to calculate the right distance. But then again, you have the SLR magic that can be mounted in front of a lens without having to double focus, so you can easily rack focus. But right now my setup needs a double focus because this Senkor lens is mostly a projector lens that can be mounted in front of another lens. The special clamp is actually built by a friend of mine. It actually is just a metal lens hood with 3 holes drilled through it and 3 screws screw through it that will hold the anamorphic lens. And because it's a lens hood, it can be mounted onto a lens with the right thread size. But you can also then afterwards add a special adapter to convert the thread size to other threads, like using a step down or step up ring. And this self-made clamp actually costs less than $3, while most of the clamps out there would cost you around $40 to $80 if you order it online. So building it yourself is quite a more affordable option. So in conclusion, would I recommend filming with an anamorphic lens? I would say yes and no. For event filming, I would say no, because the double focus is just too annoying. And also, if you don't have full control of the environment with the lighting, there is a lot of ghosting, lens flares and all kinds of things going on that might ruin your shot. But if you are filming a commercial, a short film, a feature film, you have more control of the environment, enable you to get the shot that you want, and also take your time to focus with the double focus. Also, if you want to get this kind of shots for a more affordable price, there is also a bokeh filter that you can make to get the cinematic or the anamorphic like bokeh. However, the only thing that you would not get is the more cinematic wider shot with the more depth of field, because the depth of field right now here you can see it's a very wide angle shot, but the background is pretty nice and blurred. With a long angle or very long lens, you might be able to get a more nice depth of field, but you won't get that really wide angle look with the depth of field with it. The great thing with using a bokeh filter is that you can do a very macro shot with the cinematic bokeh. But with an anamorphic lens, to capture macro shots or really close up, you need to add diopters, which is a bit annoying. So you might want to have a bokeh filter also in your set, so you can enable you to get a cinematic close up shot without having to add a lot of diopters onto your lens. So you have like 2 lenses ready, one for most of the shots of the wide shots and the close-up use a different lens with a bokeh filter. So that was mainly it explaining about anamorphic lenses. If you want to see more upcoming videos, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up. And if you have any questions, please comment below. And I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye.